This is swaying now.
Lady.
A lady.
Say that they've seen a woman in a blue crinoline.
I thought that this was moving.
Let's go down below. I'm hearing noises and bangs down there.
Swing.
People have supposedly been touched in here. So are you alright? Could hear a baby crying constantly. Can you follow my voice and walk towards me? Hi Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight we are back at the Clipper ship. This is a supposedly haunted ship that has functioned as a hospital and also performed a lot of voyages from London to Adelaide, South Australia. Incredible history here. We do have a part 1 already to this video, so if you haven't watched that, go and check it out. We've already picked up some really amazing evidence here, but strap in and get ready for part 2. The Clipper ship, once named the City of Adelaide, was constructed in 1864 with the purpose of transporting passengers and cargo between London and South Australia. The ship would go on to complete 23 return voyages, 3 rough seas between the UK and Australia, and saw a number of deaths along the way. Later, the Clipper would also function as a cargo ship for the North American timber trade, and as a drill ship for the Royal Navy. But it was the 30 years that the Clipper was used as a hospital for infectious diseases in the UK that likely added to the ghost stories on board. Many today claim the Clipper ship to be haunted, with some citing apparitions and hearing ghostly voices from the past on board. Already tonight, we have picked up some interesting evidence which you can watch in my part 1 video. But now, we continue our paranormal investigation, even spending some time alone on board this haunted ghost ship. This floor. Our first experiment here that we are doing, we're kind of sitting in an area where it's set up as a mock hospital for the museum that the ship now functions as. We've got Jared back here in a chair, so he's going to be doing the Estes experiment with me. Basically, he's wearing noise cancelling headphones while he listens to a spirit box. I'm going to be asking questions. He will not be able to hear what I'm saying. He's just going to relay to me anything that he hears come through the headphones, and if they're relevant, it's interesting, it reduces bias from a traditional spirit box for what people hear, and yeah, it'll be interesting.
I feel like I was an air hostess. 2 over the wing, 2 over the ring. Yeah, we got some classics, AmysCrypt classics. We've got REM pod, which will go off if it's someone touches it or goes near it. Motion sensor balls. Whoops. Got another motion sensor ball here. Make sure I turn them on this time.
Yeah, they're on.
So they'll light up if they're moved, and yeah, should I turn this on and get started? Alright,
so again, my name is Amy. Jared's sitting here very nicely on a chair. The nurse looking over him.
You reminded me.
Did he remind you of someone? So I'm also rolling the
Someone smokes.
Ghost tube SLS at the same time. Someone smokes. Well, that's great, because I bought you down here some cigarettes and brandy, if you like that as well. So feel free to come towards that if you want. They're here for you. But are you able to tell Jared your name for me?
Yes, we.
So again, my name is Amy, and Jared's just sitting there on the chair. If you can say your name.
No.
You don't have to share your name with me. I'm not here to hurt you at all. Is there someone who plays down by the hammock?
Just remember this point, I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'll remember that. So guys, I'm filming
She got them all.
myself on the Ghost Tube SLS and just around me to see if anything comes up.
That was good. There are more.
There are more?
Yeah.
How many? Can you tell me how many?
I think we're all good. We're all here. We're all good.
You're all here and you're all good? You like it here?
A lady.
No,
Good.
You're referring to me, or are you referring to a lady who is here?
There are reports. Two of the workmen on board say that they've seen a woman in a blue crinoline.
8 of us.
Okay, so there's 8 of you here. Are any one of you able to say your name?
Didn't realise.
What was it that you didn't realise?
Who?
So again, Amy and Jared here trying to talk to anyone. If you can share your name, that would be amazing.
All.
Can you tell me where you are?
Thought I heard Jared or Gerald or Gerald or something like that.
Okay, so we've got Jared there. Were you first or second class passenger?
It's expensive.
Yeah, I bet first class is expensive. I was told it was very pricey. Maybe it was pricey down here. We're currently standing on the second class floor.
2nd and 4th.
Okay, so currently where we're standing, this was where the second class passengers were. First class were on the top.
Well, when you think about it,
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to think of what 4th could be. Were you crew, possibly? Did you work on the ship?
female laughing.
Okay, so you weren't crew. Is there anyone down by the hammock or the stairs?
I've had one of those. What you said.
What is it? What are you talking about? A drink or?
The bottom is really important.
The bottom is really important. Is that the hold, as they used to call it, below deck? They had a lot of cargo kept down there. Can you come towards the red light next to Jared?
It stands out.
The red light?
The momentum.
Was it a rough trip? Was the sea very
We've
rough?
come from
Can you tell me where you're from?
20.
What does 20 mean?
A lot of them. A lot of us. Had too many.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who came down on the ship, up to about 300
Very.
at any one time.
Not healthy as.
What did
Getting
you
colder.
eat? What did you eat here on the ship? If I went down into the hold, would there be somebody down there to talk to me?
Just a short time.
So you weren't on the ship very long?
I've struggled.
Sorry to hear that.
It flows.
Why were you coming to Australia? Or were you on board when this was a hospital?
Beautiful man. Must be talking about me.
Jesus. Who's the beautiful man? Is it Jared?
Deprived. They're not talking about me anymore.
Can you tell me?
$1.20?
$1.20. It's probably a lot of money back then. Can you tell me what year it is? Are you able to tell me your name or tell me something else, or I'm going to have to go to a different place now?
Why? Why?
Oh, that was creepy. Why did you talk
It was
like
like,
that?
why?
We just want to talk, so there's a boat. Alright, so we haven't gotten much in a while beside that weird white. Somewhat.
I heard either clairvoyant or voyage. Had a like a voice sound.
Voyage, that would be cool. Clairvoyant, maybe. Not me though.
There's a lot of words in that one.
Yeah? You did say quite a lot.
There's a lot going on. I mean, we are in a like a populous area, so.
We didn't get heaps through when we did the actual spirit box though
Yeah, that's true, we didn't.
in part 1. There were definite words though, but I find sometimes when you're more in tune with just the headphones on, your eyes closed, you have more ability to tune into the words. Or a lot of people even say that maybe the Estes is more of a psychic connection, so you're sensory deprived.
I'm definitely not psychic.
Well, you know, yeah, but sometimes you might hear things that aren't necessarily
True.
just radio interruptions. But
You know what is really weird? Like, I felt
are you alright? Are you okay?
I felt like, I know we're on a barge, but you can barely notice like that it's moving.
I haven't felt it move all day.
When I had my eyes closed, I was listening on the spirit box. You know when you've had a few drinks and you lay in bed at the end of the night and you get sort of like
bed
room
spins, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting like that, like not enough to make me feel sick,
Yeah.
but just sort of like a weird, gross feeling. And I thought, you know, like maybe it could be like seasickness, right? I'm sure people would have felt seasick on.
Or I'm sure a lot of people felt sick on here when it was a hospital.
Maybe, yeah.
An isolation hospital for people with infectious diseases. So
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't enough to make me sick, but it felt like I was like, you know, in emotion, you know?
yeah.
Oh, and the thing where I said,
Oh yeah, you wanted me to remind you. Oh, was that you? Oh. Remind you. Oh, was that you? Damn it, I think I was standing in front of her. My ass was in the way.
when I said I want to talk to you about this bit in
Yeah.
a minute, I felt like it could have just been this falling off my jacket, but like
Yeah.
I felt like this was fiddling, so I figured we'd check it back in the camera.
Ah.
It was about 30 seconds before I said, because I was like, oh, do I say anything? Or
Yeah.
So at 30, when I said, I'll tell you about it in a minute, 30 seconds-ish before that, I thought that this was moving.
You don't have to share your name with me. I'm not here to hurt you at all. And maybe there is someone around, because as soon as you brought that up again, that's when the REM pod triggered.
Yes.
You guys probably didn't see it because I was in the... Silly me. It was in the way. But yeah, you would have heard that.
And the thing where I said...
Oh yeah, you wanted me to remind you. Oh, was that you? That's cool. That's the first time it's gone off all night.
Yeah.
Alright, Crypt Keepers, you might hear some beeping going on back there. That was just Jared setting up the REM pod. We're actually at a point in the night where we're going to split up. So you love it when I leave you alone. Jared's going to stay up here on the middle floor, which is where the second class passengers would have slept. And we're kind of at a totally opposite end of the ship that we've investigated tonight. We haven't even been down here, have we?
No.
I'm going to head downstairs into the hold to the very opposite end of the ship, so we're as far away for sound contamination from each other.
Yep. So she won't be below me, so if I'm walking she won't hear it.
Yeah, we're also going to have 2 SLS cameras running, so one downstairs with me, one up here with Jared. Yeah, we're just going to reach out and see if we get different reactions from these areas that we haven't been alone tonight. We haven't even been to investigate really, so are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, I'm going to leave you to it. Do you know what you're doing?
I might do a ghost tube and I've got that REM pod behind me.
Cool, can I trust you doing this by yourself?
Can you?
I'm always like, can I trust Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, say hello to my camera. Alright, so I'm going to head downstairs now, and you're good? You know what you're doing?
I'm good.
Let's go down below. These stairs are a bit tricky. Here we go.
Okay folks, so I'm going to hit record on a ghost tube session now, and I might just hold it with me. I've also got a REM pod in the distance here. also didn't have the volume up, but I think GhostTube just said amazing. So I hope whoever's here is happy that I'm here too.
So this is right at, I think this is the back of the ship, I think. A little bit creepy, but I love it down here. Alright guys, down here alone, I don't have any immediate sort of feelings. It's much colder because, as I mentioned in my part 1 episode, go watch it if you haven't, the walls have gaps in them. The walls aren't fully sealed, so there may be some wind to come in. And we are on the water. It is creepy down here in the dark, and this is the area where that young girl who came in on a tour could hear a baby crying constantly. That breaks my heart to think maybe that energy is trapped here. Despair, sadness, a young infant. I do know, I have read that there was a voyage over with about 320 people from London to Adelaide. It's a lot of people on this ship, right? You've seen the size of it. But 7 people died on the way over. On the way over though, 2 babies were born, but it's reported that one of the babies was born dead. So that was the language actually used to describe it, born dead. So I'm guessing it miscarried. That's quite sad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a ghost tube and just reach out and see if there's anyone lingering down here that might want to talk to me.
Should I do it, guys? I'm gonna do it. All aboard. City of Adelaide. Full steam ahead. Can you tell me where we're headed? Can you tell me where you want to go?
Okay, ghost tube. The best thing I can think to do is put it on the floor. Oh gosh. Alright, so it's on the floor. I am going to calibrate it just by tapping the magnetometer. Cool, and now I'm hitting record. So you guys are going to see that on screen. Alright guys, so I'm going to sit on the floor. Reason being is I've got ghost tube that I can't hold a camera and a light, and it's just not, oh my god. My light just went out. Damn you light, it's very dark and scary. There I am. Okay. So my name is Amy, and I'm a very friendly person. I call out to anybody who might be on this ship with me. If there's anyone here who wants to talk, don't be shy to come forward. Come up to the lights on the floor in front of me. Maybe you can use that to tell me your name or to say hello. I don't know if that's the wind. I feel like I can feel the ship like moving. This is what's around me.
I don't think this was actually where the wheel would have been. I actually think that was upstairs, but because surely you'd have it where you could see the ocean, right? It feels cool. I'm the captain. The ship is being steered under my command. rough seas ahead. Is there anybody here with me right now? Anyone joining me on this voyage? You come up to me with my hand and see if you can trigger a word. Maybe tell me your name or tell me what I'm doing. Swing. Swing to the
lady.
Starboard. Lady.
But there are reports. Two of the workmen on board say that they've seen a woman in a blue crinoline.
You're all here and you're all good? You like it here?
A lady.
Basically,
Lady.
I am in the hold, so the very underneath part. Oh, lady! I'm doing Patreon YouTube members Ghost Tube and it just said lady, Jared.
Oh, cool.
Were you a passenger on this ship or were you crew? I'd love to talk to anybody, anyone who wants to say hello or has a story to tell. On this ship or were you on this ship or were you on this ship or were you on this ship or were you? I'm happy to help share your story. All you need to do. Okay, that's a big ass truck. Big mother trucker. Can you give me a sign that you're around? You want to talk? How long have you been here?
They told me to swing, so I swung to the starboard side.
Okay, Jared, buddy, just gonna stop you there. For everyone at home, Jared wanted to say starboard, not starburn, though this wasn't the only nautical term Jared messed up while filming this night aboard the clipper ship.
Oh yeah, because the udder's at the back.
Rudder.
Rudder, I mean. Sorry. I get udder confused with rudder. Anyway.
Wow.
Lady, there's actually really, right in front of me, there's a mannequin of a lady right here. Let's see if I can show you. Right there. It's a mannequin of a lady.
Sure.
Okay. So now you know how this thing works. Can you tell me where we're going or where you want to go? Boat? Is this class as a boat? It's more of a ship. It's interesting. Okay, now you know how this works. Can you maybe tell me what I'm doing or where we're going or where we're heading or where you want to go? Maybe what your job was on ship. How long you were here for?
Just down that way. That's where the SLS is monitoring, where the lovely fairy lights are. If there's somebody down here, can you walk down the length of the ship? Can you follow my voice and walk towards me? That would be another truck, guys. I apologize. Again, this place is quite noisy. Can you follow my voice and walk towards me? Is there anything that you would like to tell me or make yourself known? Can you follow my voice and walk towards me? Is there anything that you would like to tell me or make yourself known? Can you follow my voice and walk towards me? Is there anything that you would like to tell me or make yourself known? I don't know how much you can see these holes in the ship, the wood there. You can kind of see the light coming through from, that's outside of the ship. There's a porthole up there. Those portholes are likely added in for effect though, because this would have been underwater.
One thing I've noticed is it's very windy before in our part one when we were filming, but it feels like it's calmed down a bit now. I'm not hearing as many creaks, you know. Is someone here with me now? We're getting like, we start off with like barely any words, then we got a few that were relevant come through, and now nothing.
Alright, if there's anyone down here with me, can you make a noise, give me a sign, come and touch me? Now people have supposedly been touched in here. I'm not sure if they've been touched in the depths down where I am or just in the ship in general. Okay, I'm going to walk away from those lights on the floor. If you're a bit shy to come towards them, maybe you can come towards them when I walk away a little bit. There's something very loud going on out there. Again, I apologise. Not all locations are ideal for EVPs when we investigate. That strange looking yellow thing with the lights on the floor. Can you go towards that and possibly tell me your name? It won't hurt you. Please don't be scared of it.
Can you go up and touch the device on the table over there? If you're still around, that is. There's like so many cool artifacts to look at here, guys. Photos, historic photos of the ship. You can't see any of them on the night vision camera, but these what appear to be blank pieces of paper are actually photographs. So I can see detail on them, but you can't. It's weird that they come up blank like that on the camera. There's like full-on photographs of the interior, like there's people sitting at a... Don't think that word's relevant, guys, but the volunteers here are doing a great job at restoring this place and protecting.
Be quiet.
Okay, I guess someone doesn't want me to talk anymore.
So down here was used primarily for cargo. What did it say? Offended. I'm so sorry if I've offended you. That's not my intention at all. That kind of fits in with what I was saying though. I was just saying cargo and animals kept down here. If I was kept down here and someone was saying that I was an animal, I would be offended. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Again, my name is Amy. I am friendly and I'm just looking for someone to talk to. I sympathise with anyone who was on board. I'm sure it was a difficult journey to get from London to Adelaide. That's a very long way. Also, if you were here from the days of the hospital aboard this ship, I'm sure that would have been a tough time as well. Are you able to give me a clue as to when you were on board? Why were you here? I am hearing noises and bangs down there. Again, it could just be the ship, but it does sound eerily like someone's moving on it. Ew, what's that? Is that a person? Okay, that's Jared. Oh my god. Why do you gotta scare me like that?
Scare you?
Yeah.
If that's not the pot calling the kettle black.
Whatevs. Oh, what's up?
I just came to see how you're going.
I'm not getting too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, getting nothing right up there. No REM pod, no ghost tube, nothing. And then I put on the captain's hat and was just steering the thing just to see if I could get anything. And I feel like I got a lot of words that were relevant. I got, not steer, but swing. So I swung the wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it said, I forgot, you'll have to review the footage, but it said a few words. It talked about a lady, and I was right next to that mannequin, and then it went quiet.
Mine said offended, and that's it. But I was saying, you know, maybe there's more means for it to be haunted up there because this was mostly used for storage, cargo. Yeah. So, and then I said, you know, animals were kept down here. And then that's when it said offended. So I wonder if there was someone down here and they were offended that I was like, animals were kept down here.
Calling them an animal, yeah. Mm. Yeah, no, I got a few words that was cool, but then it just went quiet. And it's weird that it was nothing, then lots of words, then nothing, you know?
These things come in waves, I swear.
Yeah, but it was really cool. And I felt like as I was turning the wheel, it had like creak, like wooden creak.
Ooh, I love that.
It just felt really eerie being up there alone.
Yeah.
And swaying this wheel, and I don't know, it felt cool. I know that's not like the original, or at least that's not in its original position, but
it's not the original.
Yeah, but
they don't know where the original is. They told me today.
But it's cool. It was just cool to play with, and in a way that wheel was like a trigger object, really.
Yeah, I can't wait to review your footage, Jared.
Oh yeah, this is swaying.
You just come down the back. This is swaying now. The hammock. Maybe it just does that. I don't know, and I can't say for sure. Also, because
that's cool.
People will probably just think that we pushed it.
Yeah, sorry, we weren't filming this the whole time, but
so I'm not going to tell you that it's paranormal or claim that it is, because but it is eerie. This hammock is swaying by itself.
And I will just point out, the wind, it's definitely raining, but it's not as windy as it was before.
Yeah, it's not windy in here either, this area anyway. So it's swaying a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely swaying a lot more than it was before. It was very subtle before, so.
Creepy.
Cool.
say, tonight has been really interesting on this ship.
Yeah, it was fun actually investigating on a ship too.
Yeah, this has been so different, so unique for my channel. And we have been on haunted ships before. We've been on the Queen Mary, but that was before I was even making videos for YouTube. The other ship that we've investigated was a shipwreck. Some of you may remember the Eiffel.
Yes.
And that thing was like totally wrecked. It was just a wreck. It was just a skeleton poking out of the sand. This is an intact ship.
And they've done a really good job on all their restoration efforts. So if you're ever in the area, you should definitely come and support them by coming and checking out the ship.
Yeah, come do a tour through in the day. It's fascinating. This thing was actually sunk at one point in its life as well. It was under the water for like 13 months. And then when they actually bought it, I guess, is this home? Is Adelaide home? Either way, we bought it to Adelaide. It came all the way from Scotland. It's amazing. Now tonight, evidence-wise, hammock is weird.
I feel like it went
Ghost
up and
tube was
down.
weird.
Yeah, it went up and down. Like part one, so we had a couple of couples go off.
Yes.
We had a few sea-related words, like ocean-related words, like port and sea, and a couple of others, which was really cool. What else happened in part one?
I don't know, but I can't wait for you to watch the Estes method, because some of the things that you said to me were strange.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and just relevant to what I was asking. It was like there was a lot of spirits on board trying to talk to me through you.
Yeah, there was a lot of words. I definitely felt like I had that when you've had too much to drink spinny feeling in my head when I had my eyes shut, which was
I didn't
cool.
like that feeling.
When we split up, I got the word. I got the words like to do with me spinning the wheel. I got lady.
Oh, lady again. Okay? So I was downstairs filming. Sorry to cut you off.
That's right.
Patreon and YouTube members only exclusive ghost tube session, like a extra investigation segment, which I often do over there. And I got the word lady. So I feel like, and that was right as you sort of came back down into the hold. There's some freaking noise again.
Wind's picked up again. So if you want to see that video, you need to be a Patreon or YouTube member.
Links
so
are
links are below. You do that thing. Links are below.
But yeah, it was just strange because it was almost like she might have been following you, because it was when you came back downstairs towards me, and then it said lady. So and people have seen a lady up here.
Yeah, and one of the ghost stories that we heard earlier was about a lady.
Yeah.
One thing, actually, for me though, the weirdest thing wasn't something we captured on camera, wasn't something we felt or saw. It was actually something I heard when you were doing your spirit box session. I swear I heard a voice near that staircase area, and then just moments later, it felt like someone was walking up towards us, and I actually thought it was one of the volunteers that's keeping us company tonight.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I didn't hear the voice, the initial voice, but the other noise.
Yeah.
I mean, this place is so noisy and rickety.
It is very noisy, and it is very windy tonight.
Something approaching us. That's
it felt like something coming towards us. So that was really cool. I think that was probably my favourite thing that happened while we were here. So,
yeah. Awesome. But what do you guys think? Leave comments below. This is the oldest surviving clipper ship in the world, so I feel honoured to be here and to investigate
very
it.
fortunate that it's here in Adelaide.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. That really helps us out. If you want to do any more reading on the clipper ship or any of the other haunted places we visited from around the world, head to my website, AmysCrypt.com. You can also follow me at AmysCrypt on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. And I post bonus content on my YouTube members and Patreon. They are, gotta do this.
They are linked below.
But thank you so much for watching, Crypt Keepers. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.